Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I like that. It's
What
like Ben Folds 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
I have heard that one before, yeah. I didn't know it was called anything to do with dwarves. I liked it. He's got a voice a bit like you.
Oh, thank you very much. He's got an excellent voice. What do you think? What do you think the song's about?
Well, what was coming to mind is what was coming to mind a little bit was that musical Rent. It's got a slight sort of musical theatre. I think because of the piano in it, feel to it. It feels a bit sort of squeaky clean white guy singing
Squeaky
in front of a piano. Except when he shouts "kiss my ass," "kiss my ass." What's about? He's probably broken up with his girlfriend. And he's like, "Kiss my ass."
Goodbye.
Did he say goodbye? Is he?
Yeah. Nice goodbye.
Yeah, that's what I feel.
Yeah, it's good. Kind of sticky. He wrote another really good one called "Song for the Dumped," which is good.
I've got playlists for getting dumped to.
Your own personal being dumped playlist. Is it one that you listen to when you've been dumped?
Yeah. Do you have one of those? Is that not a thing people do?
No.
Well, clearly,
Stick on a bit of Elliott Smith.
What tunes would you listen to if you'd been dumped?
Well, that last one was pretty good. Landed is another good one by Ben Folds. Although there's some great Elliott Smith breakup songs. That's some really sad ones.
I have a playlist. Right, here's my playlist. It's called
Poor Me
80s
by
music.
Louis Christie.
Well, that's what Biffy Clyro's doing. Oh, you love me.
Yeah.
80s music to get dumped to.
80s music.
80s music to get dumped to. Nigel Thomas, here's the challenge.
Is it only 80s songs?
It's only 80s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 tunes. Oh, no, yeah, 5, 6. Right. See if you can get one of the 6 80s tunes to get dumped to.
50 Ways to Leave Your Lover?
No.
Okay. So Lonely by The Police?
Oh, no, but The Police that's getting along the right sort of track.
Yeah.
I'd say. Well, yeah.
And they all have to be 80s?
Yes. 80s music.
Don't Leave Me This Way?
Who's that by? You might have the right.
Oh, the Communards.
Okay. It's not the Communards, but you have a photo up of a bloke there with very 80s sort of haircut. I would say one of the tunes, one of the bands has the same haircut. So you're on the right.
Going by haircuts.
But it's a very sort of, yeah. Actually, can you
are these all famous?
Oh, they're all tunes you know. I would go so far to say that they're popular tunes of their time.
You'd really go that far, would you?
Yeah.
80s as well. Okay. To edit out some of these pauses.
Yeah.
Make me think I've come up with them quicker.
Try and make yourself look intelligent because it's not going to work on your own.
I don't know, one way or another?
One way or another, I'm going to find you. That's not a breakup tune. That's more like a trying to.
Well, yeah, because you straight after you break up.
That's being
someone.
On the rebound.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, being straight on the rebound.
This
is not. We're not in rebound phase. This is like literally just
wallowing, self-pity.
But I would say they're all that, but they're all got a bit of hope to them as well.
I'd say Goodbye Girl by Squeeze, but I don't think you'd know that one. No offence, Lou, but I don't think you'd know that.
All right, I'm going to have to give you more clues. One of them is by Cher.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, it can't be Believe that horrible song was in the 90s.
No, it's no, this is 80s. She was on it's about the most 80s tune ever because she's on like an 80s warship. She's on like in the music video.
Right.
Have you seen this music? You must see it's like this iconic 80s music video. She's on
I'm not
aircraft carrier, surrounded by sailors. Oh, you'd like that? Let's cut that out. No casual homophobia on this podcast, please. And they're all like cheering, and she's wearing a very skimpy outfit. She's dancing around.
Okay, I don't know.
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I wouldn't have.
That's how you feel, isn't it? When you've broken up, you're like, oh God.
The last thing I want to do if I'm sad is listen to Cher. That would push me over the edge.
But it's still got a bit. And she starts off low and she's down like this. But as the song goes on, there's a bit more hope. And by the end of the song, she can turn back time. And they're all like cheering and back, and she's sliding up and down a cannon.
But she can't turn back time.
Well, I mean,
is anyone excited about it?
If anyone can share with her, plastic surgeon has turned back time.
Yeah, fucking back to the dinosaurs.
She's for. How old is she now? She's it's amazing what you can do with, exercise, eating well, and a lot of plastic surgery.
Anyway, she can do what she wants. She's successful.
Right. Okay. So that was one out of. That's one out of. Let's see if you can get one.
Are the others bands or solo artists?
I'd say, how Cher in the 80s had big hair rock.
Like a Whitney Houston.
There's at least two more of those in there.
A Whitney Houston one on there.
There's not in Whitney Houston.
Kate Bush.
She's not there. It's too. That's. Think like, what do they call it? Like hair rock? Do they call? What would you call? How do you decide 80s Cher? What genre?
Awful. Just
power ballad.
Right.
Think power ballad.
Okay. Is there Tina Turner then?
She is not simply the best. I've just been broken up.
Well, that's not her only song. There are other songs.
Not.
More of a clue. Give me some more clues then.
I'll give you another one, shall I?
Yeah, go on. That's a good clue.
It must have been love. Go on,
but it's over now.
Exactly. But it's over now. Something, and a do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Are you impressed at my cleverness of these tunes?
Yes.
It's also, I did compile this after.
After who? After which girl?
Well, I'm not going to share that here, I may have listened to this. Here's the thing, right? During COVID lockdown, my current girlfriend, moved in. For the first time.
She moved out again.
And then she moved out, and then we, after months of being locked in the house together, only leaving the house for an hour a day, which we did together, which was, in hindsight, was not a good idea. We got pissed off each other, and she moved out. And I put on this soundtrack, and we listened to it together. We listened to Louis' breakup.
Weird.
It is weird, isn't it? We sort of went through a sort of breakup together. And it was that point.
And we sat there listening to Cher together.
She liked it. At that point, I thought, I think we're going to be together forever. I think this is, I think if you can go, she even appreciated
she's willing
Louis'
to sit there listening to Cher with you in the middle of the breakup, then I think she's the one.
She's a keeper, we can work through this.
Yeah.
And that's how it's panned out.
She's willing to, wow. Okay, well, the others, are there any bands?
Love hurts.
Oh.
Love something.
I'm still not sure what that is. What's it called?
Can I?
Not sure.
Do you know this one? Nazareth. Love hurts.
Yeah.
You're not into
vaguely. Yeah.
Okay.
No. Why did he just pick the 80s?
To me, it feels appropriate. I feel like the 80s did a sort of a sad tune in a big way. It's big, love hurts. There's no, but your breakup tunes are a bit more morose, but they're more like scream from the rooftops. I'm hurting.
Yeah, there's no big contrast between that big song and then just the intimacy of, as I mentioned before, Elliott Smith just sitting there with his guitar, pouring his heart out.
I suppose, these
I guess would has resonated more with me in the past than big hair, big vocals, and big attitudes.
Here, okay. I'm just looking at the other ones and the less appropriate, but finish with this one, right? This tune is both a breakup tune, but also a getting together tune. This one is just,
let's break up, no, let's not. Let's break up, no, let's not.
Something like that. 80s tune. Bands that we mentioned in the last podcast, I said what I like about them is that they don't sing about love, and yet this is the one tune that they're most known for because they did sing about love and they absolutely nailed it.
Baggy trousers,
exactly.
Baggy trousers.
Must be love. Dun, dun, nothing more, nothing. You see, to me, that is, people often wail about love, love, but to me, love is more like a wham bam thing than a not in a sexual way, but it's a hit over the head, punch in the face, rather than a
None of your past loves have been slow burners. Then they've all been straight hit you in the face, have they?
Yeah, I would say so.
Would you say that was the case? Slow. Well, where you gradually get to know someone and you fall in love with them over a...
Yeah, people do that, don't they? Have you ever had that happen? Like you've been friends for ages, and then all of a sudden you realise, oh, actually, I'm in love with them.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think it's weird. Yeah. A lot of times it just, hits you straight off, doesn't it? But you had that with your current girlfriend, did you? As soon as you saw her, when you were rude to her in the pub, first time you met her.
It was. I mean,
you told her
it was fiery from the start.
You told her she was talking too much. That was immediate love, was it? Yes, you did, Louis.
Mm.
You said, I think you're talking a bit too much.
Did I say?
Yes. And the look she gave you.
To put things in context, though, like this, I played the Reaper, like in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, where they play the Reaper and they played a lot of games. We were in a pub, had a lot of games in it. We played a lot of games. And it turned out the prize was love, wasn't it? And I was saying that after you beat me at Guess Who and beat me at what was that one where you heads up and whatever?
Oh yeah.
But then table football, which is my game, and I beat her at table football, and she was.
You beat her at table football.
Yeah, well, yeah. I think we did when we went. Versus her and someone, and she was pissed about it and was giving mouth, and I was like, I think, and in that scenario, I think it's okay.
You mean she was pissed off? Don't you?
Gloat a bit. She was not happy with the gloating. But then she beat me at the dance off, and that was it. Wham, back.
Yeah, I remember thinking
bullet to the head.
How odd it was that
love struck.
Sitting there with the other guys and
nothing more.
Turned around.
Nothing less.
You were there in the pub, just the two of you, just dancing, in a very weird way.
Pints had been
drunk. Yeah, but it was just in a pub that was It
was the final challenge was the dance off, which I fully admit I lost.
I wish. Or did I video some of it?
You did. I've seen the video of it.
Yes. I'll do a link to this at the bottom of the podcast. I think we should have a quick look at that video.
Go on then. Oh my god! Hang on, I thought we were on a dance floor. in my mind, there was like a big dance floor at the back of the pub, and oh my god, we literally just stood at the bar. This is embarrassing. This is not how I remember it at all. There was like a leather sofa, there was a dance floor, the lights were dimmed.
No, you were just dancing in full daylight, right next to the bar, next to some chairs.
Oh my god. There's another video where there's actually
No, not that I did.
The lights are dimmed and there's a dance floor.
It's probably just your imagination.
Oh my god. In my imagination that was quite a lot cooler. So play a bit of that Don't Leave Me This Way. That's what I want to. This was one of your guesses, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get prepared for getting dumped now.
I think it's very sensible, Larry.
I think I might get dumped.
Knowing you, I would
I've revealed a few things.
To be fair to you, I'd always prepare to be being dumped. just to be on the safe. And it's only, and I say that through love. So care about you. So just always be ready. Always have your being dumped bug bag by the door.
Well, I've got the playlist ready, mate.
Put your broken heart in it. Head out the door, and mind the traffic.
And then do what you were saying. Get straight on the rebound. And what was the tune you said to? One way or another.
Oh yeah.
Like just basically I'm going to revel in it. Anyway, go on. Let's listen to this then. Okay.
Yeah, you've heard that
right.
movie.
That is actually a really. In fact, I think that's getting added to the playlist because that is actually fucking perfect. How do I add that to the add songs? But also that's very similar to one tune that is in there, like 80s, that sort of music. See if you can guess it, or see if you can guess the band.
Oh, what are we doing? What are you doing? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Hang on, right. I'm trying to do two things at once. So what was that called? Don't Mean Leaving This Way by the Communards.
Yeah.
That is added to Louis' 80s music to get dumped to your playlist.
Nice.
There's a similar tune on there by a similar band to the Communards.
Ooh.
80s synths.
Comma Chameleon?
Not Boy George. We could do, you know, that thing where you guess the tune by, like, let me see if I can. Hang on. How's the tune go? That might.
You don't. Yeah. I guess you had a girlfriend before.
Oh, I'm ruining it.
You are ruining it.
Okay, from that brilliant
The song and the podcast.
I'll now play it, and it will be completely obvious to you.
Oh yeah.
A Little Respect by Asia.
Eurasia.
Eurasia.
Mm.
Eurasia.
So that is you breaking up and feeling, why don't you give me a little respect? Is that you
Yeah,
being a
give me
bit
a
kind
little
of...
Again, it's like sad, but it's also sort of a bit upbeat.
To which her reply would be, how can I respect you after what you did to me with your little penis?
Oh, Nigel Thomas. Last time you saw my penis, you did not complain.
It's because I was gagged. Otherwise I would have complained.
Settle down.
I've revealed a few things I wasn't really wanting to reveal in this.
Well, that's what a good interviewer does, Louis.
You need to let's turn the tables around. Ask you some questions, Nigel Thomas.
If I could turn back time.
Right, true or false?
False.
Correct.
Yes, 1 point.
Does Nigel have a brain? Was the question. True or false? When you break up with a girl, your normal reaction is to instantly rebound and get together with someone else.
I know you think that's true, but it's not something that's consciously done.
Have you ever?
Yes.
Have you ever?
Yes.
Have you ever lined up the next girlfriend before you've broken up the previous one?
Not on purpose.
That's a tacit yes.
No, but I think, I guess if you're with someone and then you fall for someone else, that's not like lining up shots on a bar, is it?
Sort of done with this one. Let's see if I can get an upgrade.
So, no.
Are you afraid of being alone?
No.
Nigel Thomas. What's the longest period of time you've been alone in your adult life? Single, I mean.
I don't know, a couple of years, I suppose. A couple of years, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What music did you listen to?
All sorts. Like, what do you mean?
What?
I didn't listen to sad music,
Oh, have we covered this? Your breakup tunes? Would you listen to? It wasn't Counting Crows, was it? I imagine that might be something. Tracy Chapman and Counting Crows. I can imagine you listening to.
No.
Sat there feeling miserable.
No.
Morrissey.
I can't think of anything I would like to listen to less than Morrissey.
Really?
Yes.
That's a surprise. But you like OK Computer. Who are they called again? Radiohead. See, I put them in the same... we put Morrissey and Radiohead in the same bag.
How dare you do that? That is disgraceful.
Really?
Yeah. Morrissey's nothing like Radiohead. Like the creativity of Radiohead versus the blithering ignorance of fucking
when you're at home
Morrissey.
and you're alone and you're miserable and you're a teenager and no one understands you.
That's not what Radiohead's about.
I'm a creep. I'm a loser. That's Radiohead, isn't it?
Creep is Radiohead, yes.
Yeah, exactly the same thing. I'm miserable at home. I don't listen to. Yeah, that's why I don't listen to these. They sort of. I mean, if I'm going to feel miserable, give me an '80s power ballad by Cher.
See, that would make me a lot more depressed than listening to Radiohead. That can be quite. Some of this stuff can be quite uplifting. I don't think you need necessarily to have big uplifting songs to feel uplifted by something.
Well, I would agree. I do have a playlist called Builders, which are tunes which like start off sort of slow and then they
Do you have the safety dance on that?
Men had safety dance. I actually think I might do this. Look.
Because it's called Builders.
The one, my
Do you have
favourite one
Bob
for
the
that.
Builder on there?
This is a tune that for a while I was able to do this on my computer, and then it stopped working. I had it so my computer would wake me up with music from my collection, and I would always start off the tune to wake me up because it was such a builder, and it'd be
Wake me up before you go.
see, but that's straight away. That's straight away up. It's 2 up to start off with. These were builders, right? So it's dun 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 dun. When you're a stranger, people don't understand you. When you're a vampire and Lost Boys.
So the Doors.
Exactly. Oh, it's building it. When you're strange, oh, it's built. Pale faces come out of the rain. I'm awake. I'm out of bed. You're looking at me with a quiet...
No,
What's going through your head?
It's not a fascinating insight. I wouldn't have thought the Doors would be your first sort of morning pickup song.
But the Doors, what I really like is, I used to volunteer at Brighton Skate Park Youth Club, and they used to put on...
Until you were banned.
Until they were like, Louis, you are so amazing at skateboarding. You're putting everyone to shame. Get out. You're going to have to get out because, the kids can never live up to... None of this is true. I mean, it's taken me years just to learn to ollie, like just get the skateboard slightly off the ground. But here's the thing, right? Guy who worked there, this quite a cool guy, used to put on the Doors, Riders in the Storm, and while all the teenagers are like skating around. Dun, 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 dun. How's that one going?
Riders on the storm. Dun, 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 dun. Riders on the storm.
See what he's done there? Because they're riding during it. That's the sound of someone going up and down a skate ramp.
Yeah. Would it have been equally clever? Could have put on Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne as well.
Yeah, I don't think.
Or he was it was more subtle, too subtle.
Yeah, it's not. It's too pop.
Do you still skate?
And there's people. I do. And here's the thing, right? If there's a really super windy day, I will put that on my headphones and go for a skate. Right. One time, I had a lovely, wonderful afternoon one time. Brent Cross Shopping Centre overflow car park. Absolutely empty. Right? Absolutely empty, right? Because in the evening.
That's the start of any good story, isn't it? Brent Cross overflow supermarket. Not even the main car park.
Well, that's the point. It's this huge, just huge area of concrete, right? No cars. There was a real storm brewing, right? But it wasn't raining yet, but it's fucking windy, right? I've got my jacket over my head. Do you remember when you were a kid, you used to put your jacket over your head and lean? This may have just been if you live on the coast. You grew up on the coast, and the wind were blowing, you could almost hold yourself up with the wind, right?
If it was dangerously windy, my parents would bring me in. They wouldn't leave me out.
Yeah,
in the coming storm.
A waif. To
be electrocuted, or by the lightning.
Yeah. Well, I'm rock and roll like that, so using my jacket as a sail, getting blown across the car park while on the skateboard, while listening to Riders on the Storm.
See, Riders on the Storm, that's not a massively upbeat song, but you get upbeat feelings from it, and that's the same with Radiohead. For me, Louis,
I'm a creep. I mean, he's not very happy.
They've got other songs.
I suppose though, I'm contradicting myself, aren't I? Because When You're Strange. Maybe you're talking me around. Should we play a Radiohead tune?
I mean, something like Paranoid Android, that you want something that rocks, and they've got lots of... Have you heard Paranoid Android?
Well, let's put it on. See if you can change my mind.
But have you heard it before?
What, I've never sat down and listened to the entire album.
No, that's not...
I've probably heard singles from on the radio.
Here we go.